Tuloy-tuloy na naman yung kombinasyon. Naliligo po sa suntok yung kanyang kalaban dito. Oh, grabe! Ang dami niya, no? What a punch! Grabe! Trend! Wow! Sobrang lakas! Grabe yun! Dinaig si Manny Pacquiao sa dami ng pinakawalan. Grabe! Naligo sa suntok! Isang matinding boksingerong Pinoy ang nagwala sa lungga ng mga Hapon. Ang tema, inubos ang lahat ng lamang inihain sa loob ng ring under 118 pounds and 122 pounds division upang magbigay babala sa buong mundo patungkol sa pagiging rare bloodline ng bansang Pilipinas sa boxing. Taong 2003 habang namamayagpag noon ang karir ni Manny Pacquiao ay sumabay sa paglabas ng lungga ang batang leon mula Albay. Rolly Dapachenko Lunas may overall career veteran record na 34 wins, 1 draw and 20 by way of knockout. Sa paunang engkwentro nito sa bansang Japan, katulad ng pangkaraniwang kalakaran, balak sanang gawin itong stepping stone ng mga Hapones o sa madaling sabi, patuka sa manok para pagkakitaan sa loob ng ring. Mas maraming talo, mas maraming perang maiuuwi. Ngunit sa halip na magtuloy-tuloy ang talo nito sa loob ng bansang Japan ay isang veteranong boksingero ang nakilala nito. 3-division world champion Huzumi Hasegawa, isang superstar noon sa bansang Japan na kumuha sa kanya bilang sparring partner. Para kay Hasegawa, hindi basta-basta lang ang dugong nananalaytay kay Rolly Lunas. Kaya naman binansagan niya itong Dapachenko na ang ibig sabihin ay sugal, sapagkat ang boksingerong ito ay isinugal ang sarili, alang-alang sa kinang ng pamilya, bayan at lahi. Matindi ang labang inihasek ni Rolly Lunas. Marami ang bumilib sa tinaguriang Dapachenko dahil iniwanang lupaypay ang lahat ng natikman sa loob ng ring. Hindi rin biro ang ginagawang estilo nito dahil tuloy-tuloy na kombinasyon ang ibinabato nito sa kalaban hanggang madurog ang butot laman, kung kaya't isa ito sa pinaka naging paboritong sparring partner ng 3-division superstar noon, Huzumi Hasegawa. Ngunit ang tanong, ano nga ba ang mga sumiklab na laban nito? Naging world champion nga ba ang tinaguriang Dapachenko? Halina't ating saksihang lubos ang isa sa pinakawalang awa sa loob ng ring na boksingero sa ngalan ng Pilipinas. Welcome sa ating bakbakan. Light yellow-green trunks para sa Pinoy. Yan, yung naka-blue na gloves na yan, brother. Ang tabayanan nyo. Yung suntok na pakakawalan yan. Dahil hindi ho biro itong boksingerong ito na si Rolly Pachenko. Oh, nice body shot by Pachenko. Ganda ng focus dito ni Pachenko. Rolly Lunas medyo maingat at the same time explode. Oh! Speaking of explosive punches, oh! Grabe! Hype na hype niya na yung buong Japan. Kakaiba tong boksingerong Pinoy na to. Oh, yun na naman, oh! Grabe yung body shot. Bang! Ang lakas! Huwag po kayong kukurap mga bra. Oh! Grabe yung body shot na yun, brother. Yan po, ganyan po magpakilala itong si Rolly Lunas sa bansang Japan. So round 1, knockout po ang inabot. Dumako naman tayo sa kanyang next opponent. Kontra dito sa undefeated. Actually, ito yung veteran fighter po ito ng Indonesia. Yellow-green trunks para sa Pinoy. Yan pong umatake niyan. Yan yung Pinoy nating pambato sa Japan, brother. Medyo malakas tong kalaban niya rito, brother, ha? Oh, nice offense by Dapachenko from the Philippines. Kanta nung galaw. Yung kalaban niya na yan, brother, yung nakaputi, meron pong overall record po yan na 45 fights. Ng mga panahong ito, brother, undefeated yan yung kalaban niya rito. Oh, nice body shot. Napatalikod dun, brother, oh. Napa-back pedal yung kalaban. Silipin natin, brother, ano ba yung estilo nito ni Rolly.
shorter than you think.
Oh! Very explosive yung punches at ang kagandahan dito. Merong body punches. Yan oh. Complete package itong boksingerong ito. Very exciting lumaban. At merong killer instinct. Yan. May mga follow-up counter siya pero hindi niya pinipilit. Oh! You know, kita nyo yung mga body shot doon ni Pachenko. So ito round number 2. Silipin natin. Ganda nung forma dito ni Pachenko. Oh, nice body shot. Ganda talaga ng body shot doon. Ni Rolly Lunas, no? Yun yung mga nagdadala sa kanya sa fight. Unti-unti niyang inuubos yung enerhiya ng kanyang kalaban dito, yung lakas. Yung ginagawang ganun ni Rolly, sobrang effective. Oh, yun ang sinasabi natin, no? Walang suntok doon, ha? Late yung impact ng suntok ni Rolly Lunas. Grabe, hindi na bumangon, no? Yan po yung pangalawa sa listahan natin sa fight ni Rolly Lunas da Pachenko. So ito naman yung next fight para sa OPBF Bantamweight belt. So ito po yung bakbakang importante para sa Pinoy. Yan pong naka-light green na yan, no? Na merong verso ng Word of God, Filipos 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthen me. Yan po ang bit-bit na mensahe ng kanyang trunks dito. So silipin natin, no? Anong estilo ba yung uubra dito sa ating kababayang si da Pachenko Rolly Lunas. So antabayanan nyo tong fight na to, brother. Napaka-importante nito. Kasi after nito, ihaharap na po itong si Rolly Lunas doon sa veterano ng Japan para sa isang mega showdown sa OPBF belt. So kalaban niya po rito si Odom Samanmit, isang mahusay sa decision na fighter from Thailand. So medyo nag-elevate na dito yung mga kalaban ng ating pambato. At nagkaroon siya ng fight maturity, brother, sa kanyang fight na to. Bagamat slugfest yung ginagawa niya rito, iniiba niya ng konti, no? Dumidistansya at hindi minamadali yung fight. So round number 2 tayo, brother. Pinaka-the best to, makilala natin sino ba yung mga boksingero nating nag-exist sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, no? Kasi baka hindi kino-cover tong fight na to. At bakit ba importante na ma-cover natin yung fighter na to? So malaking inspirasyon to, brother, sa industriya ng boxing sa Pilipinas, no? Makita ng mga upcoming generation, ma-introduce natin na may mga ganito tayong fighter. At hindi lang basta-basta fighter. Oh! Hindi lang basta-basta fighter to, brother, ha? Tagapaghayag din to ng salita ng Diyos. Tingnan nyo yung trunks na ito. Philippians 4:13, no? Sa lahat ng mga nawawalan ng pag-asa sa buhay. Yan po, basahin nyo lang po yan. At magtamunawa kayo ng kalakasan. So balik tayo sa fight. Uy, nice left hand by da Pachenko. Medyo naging pasensyoso rito si... Oh! Speaking of pasensyoso, tumama yung uppercut doon ng isang da Pachenko from the Philippines, no? Maganda yung pinangalan sa kanyang alias, bagamat tungkol sa sugal. Pero yung kanyang tadhana kasi, brother, talagang sugal, Yan, no? Nag-iba ng tema rito si Pachenko. Oh! Nakita niya very effective yung punches, no? Na uppercut. So sinasabayan niya rito, toe-to-toe match up. At di nawawala yung suntok sa bodega, Nga pala, brother, umabot ka ba sa video na to? Sana nakasama pa kita rito, Importante na nagkakausap tayo tungkol sa boxing. Dahil hindi pa po patay ang boxing sa Pilipinas. Palakasin natin yung impluwensya ng boxing sa Pilipinas, no? Suportahan nyo yung mga ganitong uri ng content kung saan naghahayag tayo ng mga fighters, kung sino ba yung fighters na to, ano yung mga nakamit niya, at makilala ng buong Pilipinas, no? paano ba tayo nag-umpisa sa boxing? Kasabayan nito si Manny Pacquiao eh. Itong si Rolly Lunas. At kinupkup to brother ng bansang Japan. Ang tanong, bakit kinupkup? Ano bang meron kay Rolly Lunas? So medyo intelligent fighter po yung kanyang kalaban rin dito. Bagamat bumagsak ng galing din eh, very flexible. Magaling umiwas yung kalaban at may kinokopya yung galaw ni Lunas. Pansin nyo brother? Medyo nakokopya niya yung laro ni Lunas. At palaban brother, yan o. Binabalik niya yung mga body punches ni Lunas. Ganda nung fight. Talagang palaban yung kalaban. Yan po dahil malaking fight po yung nakaabang after ng bakbakang ito. Ilalabas po natin yan dito no? After this fight. Medyo nahihirapan na si Rolly Lunas sa sa body punches, yan o. Medyo magaling yung kanyang kalaban sa adaptability of the game. Round number 4. Yan, medyo nag-iba na ng tactics si Rolly Lunas. More combination and all power punches ang grabe yung connectivity. Yung kilala kong boxingerong ganito no, na magaling sa connectivity and volume, si Emmanuel Paquero Navarrete mula sa Mexico. So meron pala tayong ganung uri ng fighter no nung araw. Itong si Rolly Dapachenko Lunas. Oh! Grabe yung mga body shot doon. Ang galing ng way niya ng pagpapahinga no. Pag nagpapahinga si Rolly Pachenko, bumibira sa bodega, din tatakbo. Tumitiklop na oh. Grabe yung volume of punches nito ni Rolly. Tuloy-tuloy, ang lakas ng resistensya. Ang hirap niya na. Tingnan nyo, grabe yung kombinasyon. Parang 20 combination eh, in a row. Parang ganon, ang dami. May low blow doon. Medyo tagilid na talaga to, itong kanyang kalaban. Dumudugo na yung ilong eh oh. Dumudugo na po. So ano pa yung fight na magaganap dito? Medyo babawasan. Tuloy-tuloy. Nga pala brother, huwag yung papalampasin yung next fight natin dito. Napaka-importante nun. Bagamat OPBF belt na po yung nakataya dito, malalaman natin at makikilala itong si Rolly Lunas ng Pilipinas. Medyo nako-corner siya rito, no? Pero ang ganda nung kanyang fight maturity. Hindi siya sumusuntok pag wala sa pwesto. At tuloy-tuloy na naman yung kombinasyon. Naliligo po sa suntok yung kanyang kalaban dito. Grabe! Ang dami niya, no? What a punch! Grabe! Trend! Wow! Sobrang lakas! Grabe yun! Dinaig si Manny Pacquiao sa dami ng pinakawalan. Isipin nyo, bantamweight contender po itong si Rolly Lunas. Ganong karami pinapakawalan na suntok. Malapit na po tayo sa katapusan ng round na to, brother, no? Nasa 7 rounds na po tayo. Abangan nyo yung dulo ng fight na to. Importante to. Paano matatapos ni Rolly tong kalaban na to na sobrang tibay, nangungopya ng estilo. Pansin nyo brother, bumibitaw na rin sa bodega eh, no? Pero si Rolly, binabatuhan lang ng mga jab. Then merong lateral movement. So na-corner dito si Rolly. Maganda yung estilong ginagawa dito ni Lunas. Yung clinch. Hindi porket nagki-clinch ka duwag ka o takot ka. Kasama, yun yung kinokopya yung estilo, brother. Ganda nung fight. Talagang palaban yung kalaban niya rito. Ayan o. Meron pong overall record po itong kanyang kalaban dito na 17 wins, no, overall fight. Ganda ng mga suntok dito ni Rolly. Distance and throwing punches. Yan pumupuntos pero paatras. tibay ng kalaban. Nga pala brother, ano yung mga nakita nyo dito kay Rolly Lunas na estilo na nagpabilib sa inyo? Comment mo sa baba brother ha. At yan, tinatapunan, no? Hindi ko lang alam kung may power shot pa to si Rolly Lunas sa fight na to, sa end. Sobrang tibay nung kalaban niya at parang pag sinilip mo yung suntok ni Rolly Lunas dito, parang wala nang lakas eh, no? Volume na lang eh. So malalaman natin yan sa dulo ng video. Ina-outpoints niya yung kalaban niya eh. Yan o. Sobrang niyang ina-outpoints yung kanyang kalaban. O nilalaro-laro niya na lang. Hindi ko alam eh. Husgahan niyo brother kayo. Kasi magkakasama tayo sa channel na to eh. Hindi lang ako ang taga-subaybay ng boxing, kayo rin. Kaya nga Filipino brothers, di ba? Lahat tayo brother dito sa boxing. Ano tingin nyo sa suntok ni Rolly? May lakas pa ng konti, oh. Nilalaro-laro niya lang pala kanina. So, may pagka-quadro-alas pala yung estilo nito, no? Nilalaro-laro yung kalaban, medyo manipulative, kunyari pagod na. Oh, ganda nung movement. Parang Pacquiao nga, brother. Angle-to-angle movement yung ginagawa. Volume, punches, and speed. Then, angle-to-angle movement yung gagawin. Ganda, brother. Ewan ko kung na-appreciate mo yung gantong uri ng fight, ha. Hindi ko alam kung nandiyan ka pa. Pero ako na-appreciate ko, eh. Grabe yung volume, oh. Comment ka nga, brother. Tsaka papindot na rin ng like button kung nandiyan ka pa. Kung panatiko talaga ng boxing. Huwag kang mahiya, ah. Sa iyo tong channel na to. Atin to. Grabe. Bumibilib talaga ako sa ano nito ni Rolly. Grabe yung kombinasyon eh. Walang awa sa kombinasyon. Sobrang sipag. Ang galing gumamit ng footwork. Yan o, yung mga back pedal. Then body punches. Distance. Ito yung mga nakita ko kay Rolly Dapachenko Lunas, no? Yung volume of punches, body shot, angle to angle movement. He is a complete package fighter para sa akin. And at the same time, very humble. Ito medyo dikitan. Iba namang estilo to, ah. Uy, medyo hindi na sumasalag dito, no? May pagka-Nonito Donaire yung estilo na medyo risky. Yan, no? Hinahainan niya ng open shot. Oh, nahilo ron. Grabe yung pinapakawalan dito. Oh, yun na naman yung non-stop shot. Grabe, naligo sa suntok. So, tinapos po sa later rounds ni Rolly Lunas. Ibig sabihin, brother, hindi lang ganun kalakas si Rolly Lunas sa suntok. Kaya rin magpakawala ng malalakas na suntok at maraming suntok. So, dumako naman tayo dito sa kanyang fight kay Masayuki Mitani para sa OPBF Bantamweight belt. No, 12 rounds po ito. Itong naka-light green pa rin. Yan po ang ating pambato, no? At pambato naman po ng Japan, yung naka-white trunks dyan at blue gloves. So, noong mga panahong ito, brother, no? Delikado po si Rolly Lunas sa puntos. Dahil ang ganda ng galaw ng kanyang kalaban dito, yan, no? Pero kayang-kayang hanapan ni Rolly Lunas ng Lunas yan. Silipin natin, no? Yan. Medyo iba yung estilo dito ni Rolly Lunas, no? Hindi masyadong effective yung toe-to-toe match-up dahil magalaw yung kanyang kalaban dito. Magalaw, makulit, masipag rin sumuntok, may jab. Pero paisa-isa lang ng suntok doon si Rolly. Yan, no? Yung mga body punch. Yan talaga yung bentahe niya rito. So, talo po sa puntos yung ating kababayan dito, no? Na si Rolly Lunas. Sobrang talo sa puntos. Ang tabayanan nyo po yung gagawin dito. Kung kanina volume of punches, no, dito tingnan natin. Medyo picky punches, no, yung ginagawa dito. At counter. Sinisikap niya yung counter punch. Yan, no, hindi lang tumatama masyado. So wag po kayong kukurap, mga brother, ha. Anong baraha ang pipiliin o bubunutin ni Rolly Lunas dito? Japanese po ang kanyang kalaban dito, baluarte ng mga Hapon. Tumatama ng kapiraso yung suntok ni Rolly Lunas. Yun na naman. Body punch and konting suntok sa panga. Actually, talo tayo sa puntos, brother, noong mga panahong ito. Pero ito yung patunay. Yung pwede nating kopyahin na berso ng mga Pilipino sa Japan. Ayan o. Talo tayo sa puntos, pero ano yung magaganap? Tingnan natin ha. Round number 12 na po ito. So, Rolly Lunas trying to do his thing. Okay yung puso rito ni Rolly Lunas no? Tumama ron yung big left hand mula sa Pinoy. At mukhang napapayakap na yung kalaban dito eh. Tumatama rin yung Hapon, brother. Very intelligent fighter yung kanyang kalaban dito. Pero paano ganyan tumama yung suntok ni Rolly Lunas, no? 12 rounds na po ito, brother. Tingnan natin yung finishing move. For the first time na knockdown yung kanyang kalaban. Eto, brother. Killer instinct ang mananaig. Tingnan natin. Paano ba tinatapos ni Rolly Lunas yung kalaban? Short punches from Lunas. Hindi nagmamadali, no? No? Talagang hilong-hilo dito, brother. Kailangan maipanalo to ni Lunas. Delikado sa puntos. Yun na naman. Grabe. Parang quadruwalas. Grabe. Grabe yung punches doon ni Rolly Lunas, mga brother. Yan po ang pinaka big win ng isang Rolly Lunas sa bansang Japan. Tingnan nyo yung reaksyon ng ating kababayan. Talo na sa puntos, nanalo pa. What a round. What a fight para sa ating pambato. Abangan nyo yung replay, brother. Paano tinapos ni Rolly Lunas. Counter. May counter left, no? Yung unang knockdown. Pero paano tinapos yun? Paano tinapos ni Rolly Lunas? Yan, oh. May short punches. Yung kaliwa yung nagpabagsak, mga brother. So abangan nyo yung next fight na i-e-ere natin, no? Isa pang pinaka-the best. At dahil nga sa patuloy na pag-angat ng rankings ni Rolly Dapachenko Lunas sa Bantamweight Division, naging mainit ito sa timbang ng 118 pounds kung kaya't agad isinalang ang bakbakan kontra sa kinatatakutan noon ng Bantamweight na tumalo kay Vic Darchinyan, the IBO Bantamweight King, Anselmo Moreno.
A WBA Super Champion tonight, making the 9th defense of his title. Here is the long-time and current WBA Bantamweight Champion of the world, introducing Anselmo Chemito Moreno.
Jab. Good quick punch inside as Tushita feels the presence of the champion right away.
Counter punch, he's counter punching and he's starting. Good.
Tushita lunges in and pays the price as and ascended to the championship level. And earlier this year took the title, defended it once, and here he is for a second time.
Moreno is a sharp puncher. He's looking for the holes. He's just touch it softly and throw the hard shots. Nice body shot. Throw the hard shots when it's clean.
A lot of steam on those punches from Anselmo Moreno. He's off to a quick start here and solve the puzzle that has been Moreno.
Best punches. He's a little bit square. Look at his two shoulders. His shoulders is square to his opponent.
Anselmo Moreno, the classic southpaw stance here. Piston-like right jab and follows with the short left hand straight down the middle. Very economical in his movement with his punches. Firing at short range.
Punching.
Tsushita taking a series of barrage of punches to the head. 10 seconds to go, round number 1. A great start to his title defense for Anselmo Moreno. Had to have an incredible amount of confidence going back to his corner after round number 1.
He should be feeling good. He did all he wanted to do in that first round. He was nice, he was sharp. And he's coming out to the second round doing a lot of the same thing he did in the first round.
Always We're not seeing Matsushita being able to accomplish that right now. Very much on the inside, he's getting hammered as a result.
Well, you know, when you have nice sharp punches, there's a lot for you to think about just dealing with the punches. You're not thinking about placing at the feet. You're trying to see Shita. Marino is just too sharp, and it seems like right now.
Has the edge in quickness, has the edge in footwork, and appears to have the edge in Cecilio Santos right here in this same venue in Panama City. You can hear that said Marino is uncorking. It appears to be equally powerful.
He really turned his shoulders, his leg, his hip, everything into that shot for clean punching. I have to, you know, I admire him.
Shida. Anselmo Marino, extremely impressive so far. Finally, Matsushita mounts an attack and may have won it. Anselmo Marino, this kid's impressive.
Marino is very fast. A left uppercut in there. He threw a quick, sharp.
Here's round number 3, scheduled for 12. Matsushita trying to put some pressure on right now.
Matsushita needs to use his jab a little bit more, get established, and see if he can put Marino on the defense. You don't want to keep him throwing offense. You want to try and see if you can get him on the defense. You know, he's sitting in there.
Good puncher. That left hand to the body has been wicked so far in this fight. Could be the single biggest. Seems to have a radar for the rib cage.
And anything he can hit, he's throwing most of his punches to the head, and he's
extremely popular. Anselmo Marino, so far, taking Matsushita to school. Matsushita trying to mount an attack and finally
punches from weird angles as well. He started off being a right-handed, and he turned southpaw. He end up square at times, right?
Temporarily slows down the relentless pressure that is being put upon him by Anselmo Marino. Marino lands a couple of more body shots.
Good uppercut.
Excellent shot inside by Anselmo Marino. Gets the attention of Matsushita, slows his attack. Matsushita game here in round number 3.
Oh, nice hook. He gets such leverage on that right hook when he throw it.
Matsushita scrambling, trying to find a range. Hasn't been able to connect often enough to keep this attack at bay.
I like him a lot. I like the way how he get angles.
Putting on a show is Anselmo Marino in round number 3 for the home fan.
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful clinic, beautiful work. You can see
he has been the dominant force here.
Create space. He's not really running, he's just stepping around and create just enough punches in the open area.
Matsushita trying to apply pressure, instead gets mixing it up.
I'm using proper timing as well. He's using Matsushita aggression.
Anselmo Marino in that exchange, and you see it again. He's consistent. Matsushita tries to fire an uppercut.
Looking to throw that right hook again. You could just tell he's trying to see the way how he's turning his shoulder, trying to get that hook in position. And the
offense here of Matsushita through the first 4 rounds of this fight. Matsushita ever game inside the box in the small areas, in close. It's all Anselmo Marino.
I think Marino lost his mouthpiece on that punch from Matsushita.
Referee appears to have gathered in and wait for a time to stop the action. 20 seconds to go here. About the champion so far in this fight.
Good body shot. Good. Matsushita can't find the target. He's throwing punches, but he really finds the target. And you have Marino in most of his punches.
This is the 5th round, scheduled for 12. WBA Bantamweight Championship of the World. At stake, Jeff DeForest, Glenn Johnson, Panama City, Panama. And a game Matsushita not trying to sustain an attack with that right. Heavy price to pay every time he throws his wide shot.
Puncher. And he make Matsushita pay every time he lunges. Puncher Matsushita. He got an unorthodox style. He bring his right foot to the front sometimes. He gets
combination punching of Anselmo Marino. Matsushita finally lands that right hand.
Combination. They step around to the side. He put himself in odd angles so he can't get hit with the counter punch. He's just having his way.
Matsushita. Marino trying to make a statement. Those power shots are taking their toll on Matsushita, who has to have it. And vulnerable to those inside shots. The good clean punching of Marino, the big difference in this fight.
Marino's starting to miss some shots to the head now, so now is the time when you want to go back.
Number one, it's been all Anselmo Marino. 10 seconds to go in round number 5, and a befuddled Matsushita is once again going to have to ask himself if he has enough to take this title. In the blue trunks with the white trim and the challenger. Right.
Establishing the jab right now, so Matsushita get a chance to walk in without paying any price. So, you know, this seems like it's a round where Marino trying to
fight to this stage. Finally, Matsushita rallies against
he would need to win this fight. He need a knockout on his punches.
Good uppercut on the inside. The left got home first and followed by the right. More body shots, thunderous shots this time by Anselmo Marino. Powering away now with combinations, lightning quick speed. So.
Yeah, he rolled his shoulder and said it, guys. You know, he rolled his shoulder.
Anselmo Marino continues.
Because as soon as he think he's getting there, Marino find an angle to get away from him, and he can't throw punches as frequently as he was.
To win this fight, or something bizarre happening, he's going to come away with the championship. At what point do you just throw caution completely away and start throwing bombs? Maybe right now in the final 10 seconds here of round 9.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I think his chances of winning is slim, and I don't.
Green trunks, Lunas, Matsushita Lunas, and still, again, dominating round for Anselmo. Middle stages of this fight, finally came on with a little bit of a
skills, but he just outgunned. Marino is just too smart.
Marino is Matsushita. 1 minute into round. Impressive in this title defense if Anselmo Marino could finish off a Matsushita.
Well, Marino, I think that would be the only question about him. What kind of punching power does he have? Because, you know, he's been landing some clean shots to the head and to the body. He has great movement. Defensively, he's sound. He got sharp shooting punches. And he throws great combinations. So, you know, he is fun to watch. But if you have anything that you want to question about him, I would say that would be his power.
That may be more of a testament to Matsushita's study of Anselmo Marino. This kid has a granite chin and has a brick for a forehead. Inside the final minute of round number 10, more of the same from Anselmo Marino. He continues to
seen him get rocked with some serious punches, and a little bit too to do with the punching power of Marino and the
Mike Weaver, Big John Tate. There's been a history of it where the guy that's been trailing badly somehow comes up with a Sunday punch in the late rounds, but no indication that that's going to be the case here.
From Matsushita, he doesn't have
just keeping the bull at bay. Terrific imagination in terms of the comedy.
Marino is
in terms of executing and engineering his offense, initiating any kind of a lot of the action. This in the bantamweight division, or signifying that Vasquez and Marquez, and it looks like Marino might be considered to be capable of being in that company. WBA championship fight.
And there you can see the desperation from Matsushita, just running at him and throwing punches.
And the instructions in the corner might be just more of the same for Marino, but he's gotten up on the unicycle a little bit and keeping himself out of harm's way here in the early stages of the 12th.
Well, that's what you don't want to do. You don't change too much of what you already been doing that was so successful. There you go down.
And he goes down from a slip. His canvas has actually been pretty good. He looks to be shaken up a little bit from the awkwardness of that fall.
Probably twist or hurt the ankle or something as he was going down.
Manny Rodriguez done a good job, not been an imposing presence in this fight. The referee has kept the action at a quick pace. Not too many clinches. As we said, no knockdowns in this fight. It's been good, clean, albeit one-sided action. Marino on it.
I still think he's going to have a rally before this round is over. He's letting him picking Matsushita apart.
And the crowd imploring him for the big finish here, midway through here. Just keeps pressing on, even though it's been a futile attempt.
He's trying his best. And you know, you have to give him credit. Two fighters that are going to go out there and give you 100% of what he have. But tonight, he's just going to come up short. What he have just not good enough. And
Marino with this fight virtually in the bag.
Could end the fight on an uppercut before the bells ring. You've been landing that punch so many times throughout this fight. Let's see if he could end it on the bell with that uppercut again.
Final seconds, round number 12. The WBA Bantamweight Championship of the World appears to be staying right where it began with Anselmo Moreno.
Throw the uppercut from right there. There you go.
So pagkatapos nga ng matinding experience ng ating pambato kay Anselmo Moreno na former WBA champion, nagpatuloy po itong ating kababayan. So panoorin natin yung kanyang matitinding comeback sa bansang Japan, no? Matinding experience po yung kanyang naranasan, kaya ito na po yung Rolly Dapachenko Lunas comeback. So saksihan natin, no, ano ba yung improvement ng isang Rolly Lunas sa loob ng ring. Yan, oh. Grabe, yan. Ganyan po yung pagbabalik ni Rolly Lunas sa boxing, mga brother. So panoorin niyo yung fight na to sa comeback. After ng fight na to, brother, ilalatag natin yung pinaka big match up naman kontra sa Japan fighter. So obserbahan natin dito yung comeback fight ni Rolly Lunas. Ayan, o, pang. Siya po yung naka-light green dito. At ang kanyang kalaban dito isang Japanese fighter po na si Kohei Oba. Yan po si Kohei Oba, brother. Veterano po yan. May overall record po na 37 wins, 14 by way of knockout. So medyo delikado yung fight na to, brother, kasi bansa ng Japan to Ano? Grabe yung motivation after nung talo ni Rolly Lunas. So nakataya po dito yung OPBF Bantamweight title, no? Balik po siya sa OPBF belt. So bumalik po siya sa bansa ng mga Hapon at isang veterano po yung nakalaban niya rito. Oh, yan na naman, brother! Napakatindi ng comeback ni Rolly Lunas sa industriya ng boxing. Mas lalong tumalas yung suntok. Mas lalong tumapang. Lumakas yung kumpiyansa sa mga Hapon. Grabe. Grabe yung pressure. Isipin mo, brother, baluarte ng Hapon. Hometown po ng kanyang kalaban. Ganito yung ginagawa ni Rolly Lunas. Yan, ganda ng fight. Abangan nyo, brother, paano nyo tatapusin to. Halos sumuko sa kanya, So ito brother, medyo nalalapit na yung katapusan. Oh! Grabe yung suntok ko. Ang lakas, ayun. Grabe, hilong-hilo yung kalaban. So ganyan po niya tinapos yung kanyang kalaban sa Japan. Sa pagbabalik niya sa Japan brother, grabe oh. At napaka-humble po ng boksingerong ito. Yan oh, panalo po siya dyan. At sobrang laki po nung pagkilala sa kanya sa bansang Japan. Ang tanong, ano yung naghihintay sa boksingerong ito? Actually brother, may nakalaban siyang matinding Hapon. Ito brother, panoorin natin. Panoorin natin to brother, yung pinakamatinding Hapon na nagbigay sa kanya ng matinding leksyon sa boxing. So ito rin yung rason bakit nagustuhan siya ng mga Hapon. Bagamat may kakaiba sa fight na to.
それは動きにやはり見て取れますか。はい。動きに深さというのは全くありません。この波を中心に捉えていく。強烈なアッパー。ここはなんとかガードした大橋です。第1ラウンド残り1分と変わっています。早くも歓声に包まれています。愛知県産業貿易館。最後フック。強烈です。大橋クリッチで逃れる。東洋太平洋スーパーバンタム級タイトルマッチ。ロリー松下にとってはスーパーバンタム級では初の防衛戦。一方大橋にとってはタイトル初挑戦。立ち上がる第1ラウンド、左右のフックを払ったロリー松下でした。第1ラウンド、どちらかというと大橋が少し硬くてロリー松下はどんどんプレッシャーをかけていくという感じでしたね。はい、ここから第2ラウンド止まります。左フックも大きく曲がってきて角度ありそうなんですけども、ロリー松下、ここはアイスです。右強烈。カードの上からでもそうじゃないですか。そんな危ないですね。ガードはもう必須です。ロリーがちょっと出てきましたね。第1ラウンドよりもより一層ロリーの手数が流れを変えていくかな。ちょっとしんどいですね。立ち上がり早くもロリー松下がペースを掴んでいます。随分重そうな印象があります。ロリー松下です。左のフック。現在第2ラウンドに入っています。東洋太平洋スーパーバンタム級のタイトルマッチです。手数出していきたいところなんですが、ここで大橋ようやく前に出ました。しかし右のストレート。愛知県産業貿易館東洋太平洋スーパーバンタム級タイトルマッチです。大選手の際には試合前にいろいろとその研究点もあったと思うんですけれども、どうでしょうか、その攻略の糸口というのはどんなことが一番大切になってくるんでしょうか。
やはり2個パンチがありますので、打たさないということ。
打たさない、
一番の、いいんですね。そうですね。こう打たれて下がってもらうのはちょっと今はあかんくても、嫌がることをしていってほしいですね。
なるほど。ただロリー松下が左右強烈に振ってきます。
もうちょっと手数に出していってほしいところですね。いいですよ。
ロリー松下もう一つジャブ、カウンターを合わせようとした大橋です。今度は左軽く顔面を捉えましたロリー松下。 レッドアッパーがある。そしたパンチを出します。今度は左振って大橋が前に出ます。ちょっと顔面を軽く捉えたかな大橋。この右ストレートいかがですか。
ちょっと夜
ちょっとこれも効いた。顔面を捉えています。大橋が相手に嫌がる、そんなパンチを仕掛けていく。これかなり入ってますね。なんとか今ようやくこういうふうに気づいた両者、ロリー松下と大橋。第3ラウンド
ちょっとね、今はもう嫌な感じしますよね。
前に出ていく大橋です。右プラスの打ち下ろしがありました。ロリー松下です。ただ三谷さんの話の通り大橋が前に出ます。
出てきましたね。いいですよ今。
これが、ロリーこれだけ受けていい布石となりそうです。右これも捉えました。大橋、いいですよ。
どんどん前に行ってね、あと嫌がるようにしていってほしいですね。
なるほど。大橋が前に出ます。大橋がまた仕掛けていくか。しかしロリー松下、この辺がロリー松下のテクニックですかね。
でも大橋選手のパンチもね、よく入ってますからね。
とにかく大橋が下がることがありません。この第4ラウンドです。とにかく距離を取ろうとするロリー松下なんですが、しかしそれでも大橋が前に出る、追い詰めていく大橋です。ロークギアです。大橋が攻めに攻め抜いた第4ラウンドでした。短いところでアッパー。逆にここまでは加えてロリー松下はなんとかしたいと思うんですけどね。
そうですね。ロリーはね、もう顔にちょっと出てますからね。嫌がったような。
なるほど。表情出てますか。
これはもう大橋選手はね、もっともっといって。
しかし大橋がまたロープギアに追い詰めました。ここで試合を一度止めました。出血をしている、かなりひどくなってきました。大橋の相手してるんですけどね。これだけここまで攻め抜いているだけに、ちょっと大橋にとっては不利な状況にはなっています。前に出てますね。
大橋君は普段からね、練習を特に真面目にするタイプで。
そうなんですか。その気持ちよりも十分に出ているロリー松下とのタイトル初挑戦。この競争でロリー松下を追い詰めていく。倒れない相手をなんとかしたいと思っているでしょう。近い距離のボクシングが続きます。しかしアッパーがありました。ロリー松下、左の強烈なアッパーです。まさに三谷さん、これも我慢比べになってますね。
こうなったら気持ちの強い大橋選手が、
はい、第5ラウンドが終了しました。また大橋がじわりじわり前に来る。ロリー松下、強烈な打ち上げです。ロリー松下、
ロリー選手もこのラウンドちょっと勝負に出てきたかもしれないですね。
そうですか。
距離は今ロリー選手の距離。
そうですね。先ほど第5ラウンドずっと接近戦がついていたんですが、ロリー松下が距離を取って戦っています。距離を詰めることができない大足となっています。しかしロリー松下、その後の反撃がすごい。太平洋スーパーバンタム級タイトルマッチをお送りしています。スーパーバンタム、
ちょっとロリーがスタミナがちょっと切れたかなと思う。
このように映りますか。パンチ力は十分、非常にスタミナがあってのこのチャンピオンなんですが、それだけ一層な攻撃を仕掛けていく大橋弘正です。
すごいですね。
へえ、この大橋のスタミナはどこから来るんでしょうか。詰めての一戦ラウンドになっています。大橋が足をかけるか。これは効いた効いたワンツー、そしてさらにパンチを集めていく大橋。ロリー松下嫌がっているぞ。かなりダブルパンチを出ています。ロリー松下、しかし倒れない。これはチャンピオンの意地。ものすごいラッシュです。それでも倒れないロリー松下。これはロリー松下すごい。
すごいですよ。大橋さんもっと休まんとね。
はい。
やっていきたいところですよ。
まだまだパンチが必要なのか、どこまで必要なのか。ロリー松下、そう簡単には倒れない。さすがチャンピオン。大橋ラッシュをかける。
So ito brother, nalalapit na tayo sa ating pagtatapos ng usapan patungkol sa rivalry fight kontra Hapon. Sobrang dikit ng fight brother. Ang problema yan, bumigay tayo sa sikmura brother. So actually kahit natalo si Lunas dito brother, isa ito sa pinaka fight of the year ng Japan at Pilipinas, no? So maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga tumutok. Mabuhay ka, ka brother.